Alright, good to know there's gonna be M-rated games. Okay, here we go. Officially, it's the 2025 Nintendo Direct. This will be my second one after doing the 2024 one. I'm excited. Or am I? Anyway, let's see. What's the first announcement? I specifically remember this from the last time. It's 2 games. Highly remastered, remade, that whole thing. But again, I wasn't able to get into these because I don't have a Nintendo Switch console. That's okay. I'm willing to wait because I already know that there's going to be a Switch 2. And that's another console that I'll probably have to wait for unless something else decides to come in the way to get me to get it sooner. There's a lot of Nintendo games that have been announced last time that I'm unsure is going to appear again in here. But just in case, I want to go in completely without any expectations. I don't want to expect anything like Mario and so on, because you know how Nintendo is when they want to release their stuff like this. One thing I do want to say about the Nintendo Direct is that they're 30 minutes long, so that gives them enough time to try to get to the point. But even more so, I feel like they spend a lot of time showing gameplay footage instead of actually trying to balance it with the story and so on. Like for this, even though it's in 2D, 3D, for those that are passionate fans, they will remember what it's about. But for somebody like me, there's a lot that I need to know. Yeah, HD 2D remake. Yeah, I already saw that.
Hello everyone.
Welcome back.
And I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Good to know. What's next?
Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games.
Some of which I won't have.
We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd.
Well, unfortunately, that's not going to matter much to me because I don't have one now.
What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix.
I already saw it before.
Another character appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information in the future.
Well, there's not much I can say because I haven't played them yet.
Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
All right, let's go.
Escape from dire straits.
Well, this already seems terrifying. I'm going to assume that this is about somebody being stranded in space, losing oxygen, about to die, and you need to go through desperate measures to save yourself.
The latest entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring.
Oh.
You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye.
What?
Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game.
Internet idol? You mean e-girl?
Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts. Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche.
So like Inception, okay.
And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth.
Yeah, just like Persona.
Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris.
It's just like Inception.
No sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files. Launches on the Nintendo Switch system July 25th.
Interesting date to choose it to be released. I'm interested, but I don't have a Switch. Well, that's one interesting way to introduce a detective.
A classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay.
Good. I never played this, though.
In the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner.
Wow.
To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases.
That's bold.
Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon.
This is the opposite of Devil May Cry.
Then follow up with a powerful attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle, and their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations. Guide Raido through a series of strange incidents as he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core.
Doesn't that happen all the time?
The Mystery of the Soulless Army launches on Nintendo Switch June 19th.
Okay, they seem to have a lot of games being released between June and July.
Consume darkness.
I don't know if I'll do that.
With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck.
That's Pac-Man!
But who is this spherical stranger?
Pac-Man!
Maze-like world, your battle for survival begins.
This is Pac-Man!
As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world. By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift and combine with Puck.
That's what I just said! It's Pac-Man!
But tread lightly. The creatures inhabiting this world will prove hostile.
I'm sure they would!
You and Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form to unleash powerful attacks. By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources that can then be used to enhance your abilities.
This is as dark Pac-Man could get.
Work to uncover Puck's true goal and devour enemies to survive this cruel world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches.
So why not make an entirely new Pac-Man game that's like this? That'd be easier.
The rhythmic march begins. Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle.
I've never played them.
Play your drum to the beat and give different commands to the Patapon army. For example, Pata Pata Patapon advances them forward, while Pon Pon Patapon has them attack.
So in other words, just like Dance Dance Revolution. Okay.
String together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in power.
Well, they better have a lot of goddamn power over the amount of times I press those buttons.
To the shield-savvy Tatepon, build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes.
I can't tell if that's a dragon or a fucking Tyrannosaurus.
Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum.
Well, I'm not gonna make it too complicated if I hypothetically play this shit.
Leave the Patapons and march forth when Patapon 1+2 Replay launches on Nintendo Switch July 11th.
See, once again, games being released between June and July.
Welcome to Zephyrtown, a cozy place nestled in a windswept valley. This is where your new life begins.
Does it though?
First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system, this immersive farming and life sim has no shortage of activities to get up to.
Another one.
Tend to your farm while growing crops and caring for animals.
I'm not the biggest fan of this genre.
Then sell your produce and other wares at the town's weekly bazaar.
That's a very strange name.
As bazaar sales grow, you'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor. You can also get to know the locals.
I'd like to spend more time with you.
No, you don't.
Nurture a relationship if you find that.
No! I would avoid all this!
Plus, taking advantage of Zephyrtown's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
Why not working in groups? Ever thought of that?
The winds of change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 27th.
This is a game that I feel like I've already been playing already, with farms.
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series.
I'll look forward to it if I ever get a Switch. Who knows?
Next, please take a look at this.
What do you want me to see? I wonder if it's Metroid. I know it can't be Zelda. It's too soon to talk about Zelda. Or Donkey Kong? I was kidding! I was kidding! Alright, fine. Tell us more about Metroid. Tell us more. I was not expecting them to get into Metroid last time when they shared this. That really caught me off guard, but I'm glad it's back, finally. So now we're gonna see full gameplay footage? Good.
Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center. In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward.
Really? Hope it doesn't get tedious.
She's not alone though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
Of course they are. It wouldn't be a Metroid game if they weren't after her. I'm glad they kept a similar format to the other ones. I wonder how much more they innovated this time.
As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers.
Really?
Psychic abilities.
Psychic! Like Psycho Mantis!
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors.
She could also destroy them.
Allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind.
So why not just upgrade her other abilities to do it?
But why?
Because Nintendo. Chosen one. What time period does this take place in? That's what I'm wondering. Because it's been so long since the other game. I gotta see if this is in chronological order or not.
Will be her fate after being summoned to Venturous. The threads intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
A new tale? Well, I'd like to know what time period this is. I'm curious because apparently they know a lot about Samus, so it's good to know. Oh, interesting. A new upgrade. Nice one. Now she looks like a Mega Man character.
It looks like even more challenges await Samus.
Clearly.
Hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities.
They seem interesting.
Let's move on to some more headlines.
Yeah, I wonder if the next one's Mario.
Ready to stir up some mischief?
What is this, a cooking game?
Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe.
Close enough.
As the newest potionista of the Cursed Cafe, you'll craft concoctions for Disney villains and get to know them in a new light.
What?
Mix ingredients to brew all sorts of strange elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston.
Okay.
You can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked creations.
What kind?
The potions you make can influence each customer's storylines, leading to different outcomes every time you play.
Are they still gonna be villainous?
What mischief might happen? Disney Villains Cursed Cafe launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Yeah, I'll just make a potion and make their clothes disappear.
Summon a spellbinding adventure.
Okay, what's going on here? Another witch game? What is going on here with this? What's going on here, Nintendo?
Strive to master the magical arts. During class, use magic circles to perform rituals, fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster.
Nintendo, what is this?
Hang out with friends at their homes, take on various jobs to help pay for tuition,
Okay, this is their Harry Potter.
or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items. Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together in online co-op.
But what if you don't have friends?
Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a spellbinding journey?
Yeah, let's make a spell to make them walk around butt naked in public.
Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Yeah, I'll just get Hogwarts Legacy.
Action, adventure, and arcade games await.
Really?
On a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts, then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds? Find out when the Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Hypothetically, if I ever get a Switch, who knows?
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot-'em-up games from across the series.
It's gonna be on PC, right?
Gradius.
Never played it.
Salamander.
Never played that.
Light Force.
Never played that either.
Gradius 2.
Never played that.
Gradius 3.
Definitely never played that.
And Salamander 2.
Put it on console and PC.
Multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years. Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3.
Alright then.
Gradius Origins launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today.
I'll get it on PC. I'm gonna be doing commentary on this one because I wasn't able to share my full thoughts about it because the guy kept talking. When I started looking at this advertisement, I saw similarities to Guitar Hero and many other games alike. I do sense the intrigue, but I can't say for myself that I would be one of the individuals to buy this outright on launch, even more so pre-ordering before it's launched. So what I would do instead was wait until I get a Nintendo Switch 2 and possibly attempt to play this. Maybe, but we'll see what happens in the future if I ever get one.
Let's see what's in store. Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series. There are stores galore. Design glasses at the eyewear shop, polish pearly whites solo or with a friend at the dentist.
Or you could just scrub your teeth.
At the afternoon tea shop.
That doesn't look like tea.
Wonderful stores need your help. Provide good customer service to get high ratings. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before.
It looks like it's already lively.
New and classic Tamagotchi. Business is sure to be booming.
Maybe.
Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th.
Again! Being released between June and July! What's next? Let me guess. Pokemon? Obviously, it has to be Pokemon. I recognize the Pokemon. Ugh, Pokemon. It peaked a long time ago.
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series.
Really? Did you innovate this time?
By choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon. The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y game. To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan.
It took that long?
We'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City.
Ugh, God. I'll say what I have to say about it later.
Scattered all over town are wild zones.
Let me guess, where you'll find Pokemon?
Where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city.
Oh, like a zoo! Okay!
Catch Pokemon here.
Like a zoo!
But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety.
So why go in there?!
There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too.
Ugh.
Some of them can even be found on rooftops.
Why? How?
People and Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City.
Doesn't sound like it.
When
Oh,
night
get the fuck out of here!
Zora transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale.
See? I knew it. I knew it!
in battle zones.
And they want to say it's safe. Okay.
If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle.
They want them to live in peace, but still have them fight.
Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack during battles. Using a super effective move at the right moment is key. And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more.
Wouldn't that just make them more dangerous?
You'll start at rank Z and work your way up to rank A.
And let me guess, A is the best one.
Trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted.
Really? Well, how about a better Pokemon story with only Ash Ketchum?
Day and night are two sides to Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered. What will you find on your adventure?
I don't know. I probably might never know.
ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
I mean, I already have 2 Pokemon games that I haven't finished.
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future. Next, please take a look at this.
Yes. What is it? The hell?
Oop, the game you're about to see. Oop, doesn't have a big, epic story. Oop, but what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games. You wanna see?
Maybe.
Just press the button to jump through the ring.
Okay, seriously, what in the fuck is this?
It sounds easy, but the timing is super tricky.
Is it really?
Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm.
Oh, come on. Really?
In this game, you might do almost anything.
Seriously, what the hell?
With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
I don't want to play this shit with my eyes closed. From what I... Ooh, nice butt. Anyway, like I was saying, from what I can tell, this is another type of groove game that does the obvious, so this will definitely have its fans.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series.
I've never played them.
It includes lots of music produced by renowned musician Tsunku. What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear?
A lot. Hopefully they don't get repetitive.
Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system.
Yes, explain, Nintendo, especially since you don't actually offer a full library.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one.
Good.
Freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want.
That's wonderful.
But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards?
Yeah.
Well, here's what we came up with.
All right, tell us.
Introducing the virtual game card.
What?
In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
Okay, explain.
When purchasing the digital version of the game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card,
What?
allowing you to play that title.
But...
Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen.
Nintendo.
Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
That seems a little creative, but still, Nintendo. Okay, please explain this.
If you have 2 Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second.
Okay, convenient. All right.
Play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want.
Okay.
With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to 2 systems.
Okay.
Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time.
Okay.
You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members.
Of course.
Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game.
Yeah, it should work like family sharing.
And who you're lending it to, and you're done. They can now play on their own system.
Well, it's most likely only going to be me, though, so...
Lend one game at a time to a particular person.
What?
Can be lent out for 2 weeks,
Huh?
which they will automatically return to you.
What?
Making digital games even easier to use. Virtual game card.
Wouldn't it just be easier just to let them have a I'll save it for later.
Virtual Game Card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems. This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April.
They don't give a fuck about backwards compatibility.
Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
Yeah, so like, what's the point in getting rid of your Nintendo Switch consoles now? Or the handheld? The majority of these games, never play them, I do know about them, and I'm surprised that some of them got on the Switch anyway. They chose a very interesting time for some of this stuff to be released though. Especially the ones between June and July. I don't know what it is with them releasing games between June and July, but this seems to be their top excuse. This is another game I didn't play, even though I had early access. See, some of these I would be, again, interested to play, but I can't without a Nintendo Switch console or handheld. And with this new information that they have coming out, it only makes it easier for me to wonder whether or not it'd be a good idea to get one now. But again, I want to wait until the price drops significantly.
uncover history once more.
Who could this be?
An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing onto Nintendo Switch.
I've never played it.
Meet Gustav, the Royal Heir, and Will the Explorer, two heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine across generations in this epic RPG.
Sounds epic, but I've yet to get familiar with it.
The original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale. Plus, team up with more characters in battle and transfer stats to allies through the parameter inheritance system.
Yeah, I'll probably keep the list low if things are different.
You can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages?
I'm unsure. I don't know if I'll ever be able to play this.
Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
I would have already gone on it if I had a Switch, but I don't.
Monumental adventures await.
I think I saw this before.
Embark on peaceful journeys across this series of beautiful puzzle games. Wander through isometric worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets to unfold.
Mystifying secrets and challenges.
Lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow People.
Crow People!
A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry. Both games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC.
Good.
The first two Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today.
I haven't played them yet. Don't know if I might ever will. What's more?
Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Yeah, I remember this. Hot Shots Golf? Mario Golf? Golf with your friends? Everybody golf? It's gotta be everybody. Yep.
Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch.
It was initially called Hot Shots Golf. Don't fucking pretend it never was.
Time your button press just right and take your shot.
I'm not the biggest fan of golf games. That being said, if they're very creative...
In the single-player challenge mode, compete in tournaments and face off against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer.
Yeah, if you're not, you know, getting bogeys and shit.
In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes or obstacles might fall.
Shit.
That's not quite par for the course.
Golf is already annoying.
4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally or in online play. So just relax and get ready to tee off. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch this year.
I may as well just get a port, but okay. Once more, I'm going to be talking through this entire trailer. I initially didn't realize that this was going to be another Marvel property until they started showing many familiar characters. And the first video game that I thought of with all this on screen is Captain America and the Avengers. For those that don't know what that is, it's from the 90s, and it was ported to many other platforms since it was initially an arcade game. It was very similar to this, where you go side to side on the screen, fighting other characters as familiar characters. I do want to also address that although I am very familiar with Marvel properties, I don't have every single video game in my library. There are certain things that do concern me about the Marvel franchise, but that's an entirely different topic. That being said, as with many other games, this is something that I am interested to play, but only if it does come to my attention when it's on sale. For now, I'm not going to play it on the Switch because obviously, without a Switch, I'm not going to be able to play it.
Next is our last game announcement.
Alright,
Please take a look.
let's see what it is.
Probably Mario.
If it's not Mario, I'll be surprised. Wait, ew. Wait, is this what I think it is? No way. No way, because it's been way too long. It's been way too long. This. No way. No way. If it's what I think it is, this shit has been locked on the 3DS for too long. Are you seriously telling me this is what I think it is? Nintendo, don't fuck with me. Is this what They're back! They're back! They're back! They're back! And I never played the full game yet. It's about time. Oh, shit. What?
Did you want to talk?
What?
Glad that was only a dream.
Well, not a dream no more.
Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, the first new entry in the series in over 10 years.
10 years!
In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have?
A lot.
We hope you're looking forward to it.
I've got stories about this on my 3DS.
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far.
So far. You're welcome.
Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game.
What?
Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
I thought that was the last announcement, but okay. Hey, look who it is!
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct.
You're welcome.
Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news to you.
Of course.
And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch.
This is actually my second time, but okay.
Thank you all very much.
You're welcome.
But we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly.
What?
This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today.
Okay.
Which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day.
Alright.
After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well.
Alright then. Hopefully it works.
Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today.
Alright then. Hopefully it works.
Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out.
I'll need a Switch console to make it more worthwhile.
That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
We'll see. Could have just used it for a whole Nintendo app.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
You're welcome, Nintendo. Alright. That's that. That was the 2025 Nintendo Direct, and now I'm gonna share my thoughts because I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. It's important for me to say what I have to say because I know how Nintendo likes to react to people reacting to their content. First of all, once again, I don't have a Nintendo Switch. I have said that so many times, but just because I don't have a Nintendo Switch doesn't mean that what I say should be invalidated. I have made it clear so many times across on social media, especially in stuff like this, that there are many things about Nintendo that I'd like to be very honest about. One thing in particular that I've always been honest about are how they handle their products. More specifically, their games, and as well as their console and whatever else they like to share on social media. But more specifically, I want to address their games that they've been announcing recently. I think what they're doing by bringing remastered and remakes to their console of previous games, that's fine. That's great. What I don't like is when they have limited runs of them. Those out there that know what I'm talking about, and those that need a reminder, know that I'm referring to the Super Mario games. Instead of allowing people to have digitized copies forever, or even more so, physical copies or both all at once forever for as long as they like to. They decided to do a limited run where they took them off the shelves, and now the only time you're able to get them is only if you've already had them, or an expensive copy off of Amazon or something, which is bullshit. I think it's fucking bullshit, and I should not have to resort to Nintendo Switch Online to play any of this stuff, if they're available. I'd rather have everything at the convenience of being in the digitized retail, so that way I don't have to worry about having to go out and buy an extremely expensive copy that I could have either already had for a lower price or at default price elsewhere. Some people might not care about that, but it's a very important thing to think about because Nintendo has been releasing tons of content over the years, obviously. But some of those things, most of which that you've already gotten on the Wii, aren't available on the Nintendo Switch, at least in the form that you remember, because you have to go ahead and buy new versions. New ones that unfortunately either locked behind Nintendo Switch Online or weren't brought back entirely the way they were. That's an entirely different subject, but that flows with what I'm trying to tell you here. Now, another thing that I want to address, speaking of which, with the console, is that, again, the reason why I didn't get a Nintendo Switch console sooner is because I was waiting for a massive price drop and for Nintendo to probably inevitably release a sequel. And that's exactly what they're doing. But this new feature of them adding a virtual version of the games, as if it's not something they haven't already done, alright, but I don't think that's like one of the greatest features that you've implemented. In addition to the fact there needs to be more reasons to move on from the regular Nintendo Switch console to the new one. Because I want the new one to have everything that the current one doesn't have, so that way it justifies paying for this one. I could go on about this, but I've said it many times before that I want to make sure that I have everything intact in my library. I don't want Nintendo to rip me off. I don't want it to seem like as if I've paid for something that's going to be immediately replaced by something else in the future. Because you know how it is with the console wars, or rather I say the platform wars, and the fact that Nintendo had this issue before where they decided to release a newer console one after the other and the second one doesn't succeed as well. Case in point being the Wii U over the regular Wii console. But anyway, there's a lot about Nintendo that I want to talk about in the future, but for now, I just want to leave it at this because if I keep going on, it'll go on for like over an hour because there's just so much to say. But I do want to say that I am probably going to get a Nintendo Switch someday, and I would be able to fully emphasize what I'm trying to tell everybody with how I feel about their stuff, because I'm not in any rush to get the console or any of the games that are available, and I'm definitely not the type of person person that would suggest anybody pays on the day that they release this stuff, because you never know if they're gonna probably have a good sale or whatever like they like to do. Anyway, thank you for watching if this is your first time. If you're a reoccurring viewer, thank you very much for returning. Otherwise, stay tuned for the next Nintendo Switch showcase. And if you're not familiar with my YouTube page, please go to my YouTube page to see all the content that I have right now. Otherwise, in the meantime, stay tuned for more that I plan to upload in the future. But until that happens, if that ever happens, and when that happens, this was the Venturous Gamer, and I hope you've enjoyed your Venturous experience. If you're listening to this, I still don't have a Nintendo Switch console.